everybody. Welcome. How are you? Hope you're having a great evening. So, it is currently 8 o'clock in the evening right now, and I've spent all day outside enjoying the sunshine, spending time with the half feral cat Blackie. Oh, she was so happy. All she wanted to do was just curl up on my lap and get petted. And I experienced something today that I never thought would happen. So, as you guys know, I have my cat Booger. Well, I had the door to my place open, and Booger, I was sitting on the outside edge of of the doorway going out, and Booger was sitting next to me. And Blackie decided that she wanted to meet Booger. So they basically got nose to nose. And Booger did not go after her. This is extraordinary. I was in shock. My cat, there was actually a cat that my cat really doesn't have that much of a problem with. I mean, they're still kind of wary of each other, but I think she likes Blackie. Like, she did not try to go after Blackie at all. And trust me, Booger is a bit of a possessive old lady. So that was shocking. I'm hoping that leads to promising things, such as Blackie being able to come into the house and spend time in the house with me and Booger, or perhaps end up living with me and Booger. We'll see. It was just a shocking moment. I just want to share that with y'all. So, what you're here for is not about the Blackie and Booger talk. You're here to talk about Chantal. Although, when it comes to Chantal, there really isn't much to talk about, is there? The more things change, the more things stay the same. That is certainly true when it comes to Foodie. You know, it's been 8 years, but has much changed over the course of the 8 years? Not really. Even though it's been 8 years, she is still the same person she ever was. The only thing that's ever changed is she's gotten worse, not better. So she did a live today where she was sitting in a park. She seems to like going to this one particular park. I don't know why. But she was sitting in the park, talking about going back to Kuwait, showing off some vitamin gummies, lingerie, products for her nether region. It was very bizarre. I was watching the live and I got a sense of deja vu, y'all. A serious sense of deja vu. Watching the live, I'm like, I feel like I've been here before. And you know what? I have been there before. I was one of the people reacting to her doing Crackhead Olympics. I remember all the lives she did where she did the live and it wasn't so much about her talking with the audience or telling the audience about whatever it is that happened between her and Natter. Many of her lives were structured in such a way that she was just turning on a camera to communicate directly with Natter. Even down to the titles of the lives. She made the titles to get his attention. So the live that she did today, if you watch it from the perspective of she's not really doing this for Salah, and she's not doing it for her usual audience. She's doing it for Natter. She's reaching out to Natter. She is sending messages to Natter. It just makes more sense. It makes the most sense when you think about the things that she's talking about in the live. The fact that she talks about getting feminine wipes and buying lingerie and all the other stuff. This was stuff that she did back in Crackhead Olympics. She literally came on camera when she was at the villa and showed an entire aisle of Vagisil products crammed in her purse because her kitty cat was just disgusting. And talking about lingerie, the lingerie that she was going to wear with Natter. I mean, it's a different year, but the tactics are still the same. So I watched the live today and I'm like, yeah, I'll put any amount of money on the fact that she is going to see Natter, that she wants to see Natter today. And she's saying without saying to him, look, I want to see you. I just got paid. I got lingerie. I'm putting on the cologne. I'm putting on the body lotion. I've got the powder to smell good. We can party. She was kind of putting out that vibe of, look, I'm getting myself together. I promise I won't smell. My kitty cat won't reek that bad. I got my paycheck. Hey, I got my paycheck. Call me. That was the message that I got today. Reaching out to Natter, talking to Natter using her live stream. I'm telling you, like my cards are screaming. The message, the two of them are not done. They've never been done. They've always been in contact. And now that Salah has screwed up, Natter is swooping in to reclaim his sugar baby position. He wants to be at the number one spot. He wants to push Salah to the back of the room, and he gets the majority share. So, enough gib gab from me. I'll give the gib gab during the react. Before we get into the main live, let's go over stuff on Twitter because there's all kinds of cool stuff on Twitter. Love all the cool people on Twitter chiming in and giving their thoughts, feelings, and opinions. So let's just do all the Twitter stuff. All right, so we're going straight to the Bird app. Yes, we are. And seeing how things are chirping over there. Okay, so we're on Twitter. Let's see. Let's start here from Hidden Truths. Hidden Truth says, lastly, I hope she doesn't use the same nail brush on every client and contaminate the nail polish itself. Perfectly Imperfect says Foodie Beauty is getting a manicure, most likely from her sister Natalie, who has a Facebook page announcing her manicure business. Looks like she just did schmees too. Huh. So her sister is a nail tech? Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Of course, Chantal would get a manicure if somebody gave it to her for free. It's not something that she would be paying for. But my question is, since she claims to be a newly reverted Muslim woman, and as a newly reverted Muslim woman, you have to do the wudu. I've read that wearing regular nail polish is a no-no because the nail polish prevents the water from touching the surface of the nail. I've heard you can use like a nail stain, but regular nail polish is a no-no. So if you're wearing nail polish, Chantal, how are you able to properly do your wudu? Just a question. Hidden Truths says more proof she scammed her VIBs again, which is a terms of service violation, but YouTube allows her to break terms of service on the daily. Mo Translates says when Salah says season 3 is going to be lit, you can see Ramadan decorations are up, but those decorations fell during middle of Ramadan. So that clip was filmed a while ago, and they both knew Chantal was going back to Kuwait. So why did she ask for donations to settle in Canada? Because she's a con artist. So we're bringing the receipts today, y'all. We love our receipts. So this is a screenshot from the video that's posted on the Salah and Chantal channel. So he's in the apartment, right? Is that the same one? Is that the same apartment? Looks a little different. Is that the same place? I don't know. I can't really tell. But this obviously was not done recently. This was done during Ramadan. You can see the decorations are up. So clearly, while she was in Kuwait, this was filmed. She had Salah do this. And then she came to Canada and she swore that she was going to stay and take care of her health. And people were sending her money through PayPal to help get her into a new place. And then she had a medical scare, allegedly. She stayed offline for a couple of days to make people forget that she took the money. But she knew even before she came to Canada that she was not going to stay in Canada. She knew.
All right, we also found these twinkly lights, Ramadan lights. All right, we also found these twinkly lights, Ramadan lights.
Yeah, so like there's the decorations for Ramadan, and in vlogs that came after that, those decorations came down, I guess because they were not put up a high enough where Julia could not get to them, or they just weren't put up properly. But that's from her vlog.
All right, we also found these twinkly lights, Ramadan lights.
Okay, so let's move it along. Okay, here we go. Late iftar bees. Let's check out.
All right, we also found these.
Shut up. Okay, so this was posted 3 hours ago. Salah and Chantal season 3 coming soon. All right.
Twinkly lights, Ramadan lights. All right, we also found.
So this was from Ramadan 2024 vlog as a Canadian revert living in the Middle East. So when was this posted? This was posted March the 12th. Then she did the late iftar bees March 25th. And as you can see, the decorations behind her are pretty much torn down. So
these twinkly lights.
So, but in that 12-day period,
Ramadan lights.
Oh my!
All right, we also found.
Up, Chantal. My God, be quiet. So the decorations were up on the 12th. Between March the 12th and March 25th, so about 12 days, the filming of the season 3 thing was done. Somewhere between March the 12th and March 25th, like that was done already. So even before she got on the plane, she knew what she was going to do. What a scammer. Cowboy Dog says, does Kuwait not sell kitty wipes? Kristen says, Shoppers Drug Mart has a sale going on, and Chantal bought dirty kitty wipes and fat and powder. Chantal, you have no shame. What woman gets on YouTube and talks about getting feminine wipes and baby powder? Why would you do this? Especially as a reverted Muslim woman. Why would you do this? For attention? For views? For money? I mean, I don't, you're a weirdo. You're such a freak. Look, you talk about, I need privacy, right? I want my privacy. Okay, so you do. But then you turn around and you talk about things freely that most of us would keep private. And I can't think of many people who would get online and freely talk about getting feminine wipes and baby powder for their nether regions. But you do. You do. Yeah, like this is part of her shopping haul. We're getting the feminine wipes and the baby powder. And again, the live that she did today, it wasn't about sharing stuff with her viewers, in my opinion. This was strictly for Natter. This was her reaching out to him. This was her sending out the message, I'm in Canada. I just got paid. Look, I went shopping. I got baby powder. I got my feminine wipes. And I got my money. Let me come over. This was a message for him because this was what she used to do back at the villa. Anybody that was around for Crackhead Olympics, you know what I'm talking about. She would do so many get ready with me's and put on her makeup and put on the perfume and the lotion on her chest, bathing herself with alcohol. And she showed us her purse that was filled with an entire aisle of Vagisil products. And I'm not even joking. It was the entire aisle. She must have just swiped the whole shelf. Talking about the lingerie that she was going to take over to Natter's. Packing everything in her overnight bag. And she's carrying a purse now the size of an overnight bag. I mean, all of the tells are there. And I have seen people in certain areas, they have said that in their opinion, they don't think that Chantal is seeing Natter because that would be one heck of a risky move. Natter is a bit of a big mouth. And Chantal is still seeing Salah. So I'm sure she doesn't want everyone to know that she's seeing Natter. She certainly doesn't want Salah to know. Why would she see Natter with him being such a big mouth? Well, I got an answer for that. Because I believe and I feel Chantal really doesn't give a crap anymore. Like it's really not that big of a worry to her anymore if people find out. I mean, what has she got to lose? Her channel is already circling the drain. Her money's going down. If she loses something, will she be losing really that much? Not really. The heart wants what it wants. Even if what you want is bad for you, you still want it. She wanted Natter. She settled for Salah because she couldn't have Natter. And Natter got moved to the back of the stove. The heat got turned down low, but he never got taken off the stove. And he's just been waiting in the background, waiting for Salah to screw up so he can get back his sugar baby position. And I believe he's gotten it back. Not 100%, but he's got a big old chunk of it. Yep. So while she's in Canada, she's been talking to Natter. She's been seeing him. She's looked happier than she's looked in a while. And the only person that ever made her feel that way was Natter. Yes or no? Nobody ever made her glow like Natter did. Like he would call, he would say her name, and she'd light right up. Absolutely addicted to that man. But everything she's doing in this video, she once did for him. Right down to getting like the personal hygiene products, the baby powder. She's showing it off for the camera. Nobody cares about baby powder. Nobody cares about the feminine wipes. She's not showing those things for us. She's showing them for Natter. She knows that nobody gives a crap about baby powder and feminine wipes. It's for him. She's saying, let me come over. Let me party with you. I got my paycheck. Let's rock. And he probably will let her come over. But to go back, I'm sorry, I strayed. My bad. To answer the question, why would Chantal screw around with Natter, considering the fact that he's got a big mouth, wouldn't Natter talk if she did come over? If she did spend time, wouldn't he do that? My answer is not right away. If Chantal's giving him money, if she's buying his groceries, if there is some kind of financial benefit, he'll keep his mouth shut for a time. And if he's filming her, if he's taking pictures, whatever, messages, he'll put all that stuff in his back pocket, and file it away for later and only use it when he absolutely has to. Right now, the cow is freely giving up the milk. He doesn't have to force it out of her. So he's just letting it happen. She's lonely. She's always wanted to be with him. He's taking full advantage of that. If she wants to buy him groceries, he's going to let her. If she wants to give him money, he's going to let her. He's taking what he can get out of her that she wants to give freely. And whatever it is he's gathering on her, that's going in the back pocket. If she stops giving, then he'll pull it out. That's how I feel about it. Anyway, now this is from Crazy O Gabby, #Foodie Beauty. For poops and giggles, I was looking for the garlic and Chantal's picture to see where she was staying and came across this. She's the size of 2 of her family members. Look at that, Chantal. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Take a look at this picture, Foodie. It looks almost surreal, like 2 pictures that didn't belong together got put next to each other. My goodness. And this is not even a recent picture of you, Foodie. This is an older picture. Just imagine how she looks now next to her family. Hidden Truth says, she laughs at the fact her nails are showing signs of clubbing. That's no joke. Your health is worsening. Nail clubbing is most often associated with diseases of the heart and lungs. So this is from the newest live that I'm going to react to. Let's watch.
It's just people are saying my nails are clubbing now. They're hanging out at the club. That was lame. Japan? Oh, I do want to go there one day.
No, don't go to Japan. Don't go.
Yeah. And I want to be fit because I want to do Everest base camp. It's just.
Can anybody imagine Chantal in Japan? I would like to go to Japan. I would love to go. I love the fashion. I love the vibe. It's very high paced. Look, I'm a bohemian countryside, nature kind of girl, but I would love to visit Japan someday. Like they got great music there, the food, all of it. But I'd be one of the cool tourists, respectful of the people and the culture and studying up on manners and trying to learn the language. Someone like Chantal going to Japan, she would be a disrespectful tourist. The kind of tourist that I'm sure people in Japan would absolutely despise because she's not polite at all. I can't imagine her in Japan.
You don't have to climb a mountain. You just have to be fit enough to walk like 8 hours a day.
Wait, hold on a second. What are you saying? Shut up. She's babbling. I'm like, you're losing me, Chantal. What'd you say?
People are saying my nails are clubbing now. They're hanging out at the club. That was lame.
Yeah, that was lame.
Japan? Oh, I do want to go there one day. Yeah. And I want to be fit because I want to do Everest base camp. It's just. You don't have to climb a mountain. You just have to be fit enough to walk like 8.
Chantal, what is this obsession with Mount Everest and base camp? What is your obsession with that? I don't understand. Is it an ego thing? Have you done any studying or research on base camp, on Mount Everest? And if you did some kind of research, you would find out that even the most fit, active, prepared people just going to base camp have a hard time. And it is harsh. Do you understand that there are people that went to Everest to make the hike and they never came home? There are people that to this day are part of the Everest landscape, shall we say. They can't bring them home. The most famous one being a gentleman they call Mr. Green Boots. Look that up. You're over there and you can barely walk 5 steps without huffing and puffing, and you think you could take Everest? No, ma'am. No. No, no, no. Nope. You have a hard time breathing if you get up into the upper up altitudes, the lack of oxygen, you have a hard time breathing anyway, and you want to get up there, you're not going to last. You would never last.
8 hours a day. I can walk for a couple of hours and take like small breaks in between.
I don't believe that. You can barely walk for 2 minutes. Tell you what, Chantal, I'll make you a deal. I will make you a deal. I'll make you a promise that I'm a woman of my word. Absolute woman of my word. Tell you what, you're over here talking about your health and saying, I can walk for a couple of hours. Right? That's what you just said. I can walk for a couple of hours. As someone that I react to you, I would like to ask that you prove it. Make a video where you're doing nothing but walking for 2 hours. I'll even be flexible. You can do it outside or you can do it on a treadmill. Find a treadmill somewhere that can take all of your weight. I would think for your size and the fact that it is becoming summertime outside, it'd be safer for you to find a treadmill inside, and that way you would be out of the heat. But find a treadmill, get on it, put the camera on you, put it stationary to where it's, you're not holding on to it, and walk for 2 hours straight without stopping. No jump cuts. Let's see if you can do it. Let's see if you can do that. If you can, then I will say she was telling the truth. She wasn't lying. And I'll give you proper credit for walking for 2 hours. But as it stands right now, I don't believe you. And nobody else does either. Because we've seen what you do when it comes to walking. You'll walk a few steps and then make a beeline for the nearest bench nearby. You're always looking for a fence to lean on or a bench to sit on because you can't stand up. You're 5 feet tall and you're pushing almost 600 pounds. Your body is being crushed under that weight. Your spine is screaming. You have a hard time standing up. You have a hard time walking. And we can tell. And I really, really wish you would stop lying. Just stop lying. Tell the truth. The truth will set you free. A lie will always imprison you.
So I need to be at a level where I can just walk and walk. I want to walk with a yak. I want a yak beside me when I'm...
What? Boy, she's got some unique ideas, doesn't she? So she wants to go to Everest and walk with a yak. You are a funny one, Chantal. You're funny. If you really want to walk with a yak, then the best thing for you to do is to start on a treadmill and walk slow. Like just build up your stamina that way. Get your body used to moving.
Walking. And Salah, we enjoy the scenery. I don't know. Salah loves Nepal. So,
You know, Chantal, with the amount of time that you spend hurting yourself, abusing yourself, neglecting yourself, you've got a lot of work to do. Even if you were dead serious with getting yourself back to health, you got a lot of work to do. It would take you at least a few years to get back in the 300s again. And that's with proper diet, exercise, nutrition, commitment to health, getting your BED under control, not effing off. It took you quite a while to reach the point that you're at. It's going to take even longer to undo the damage, if it can be undone. But a lot of people have noticed that, your fingers are starting to club a little bit. But that's not the only sign that something funky might be going on. I mean, everybody's been noticing the one side of your face being more swollen than the other. And that is something that, unfortunately, the late Life by Jen, that she had to deal with also. You know what I think, Chantal? I think you know how bad your health is. I think you know more than you're ever going to tell us. You're never going to tell us just how bad things are. You'll let us speculate all day long, but you will never come out and confess to all the things that are wrong. You're living in that world of denial. Moving on. Hidden Truth says, does she not realize Salah isn't going anywhere like Japan because he can't? She says she can walk 2 hours without breaks, but when she walks on vlogs, she can't walk 5 steps. Nope. Does she not understand the distance she has to walk to base camp on Mount Everest? Total denial. Look, you guys can look at me right now. I'm smaller than Chantal. But even I have the sense of a billy goat to know that I'm not ready for Mount Everest. I wouldn't attempt that. I give mad respect to anybody who has that kind of endurance and stamina and training, because I don't have it. But even as somebody smaller than Chantal, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go there. It's so dangerous. She's a dreamer. She's a dreamer. She wants to dream out loud and talk about things that she knows she'll never do. Just to have a topic of conversation. Her talking about going to Mount Everest would be the same as me talking about, I want to go to the San Francisco Bridge and paint it gold and put diamonds all over it. It's never going to happen. I'm just, musing out loud, and so is she. One from Judge Judy. Judge Judy says, flashback to the luxury villa days when Foodie pooped her pants, changed, then threw the crappy ones on the kitchen counter and got mad because Pete's got it on camera. Yeah, I remember that day. I remember. For all of you newbies that you weren't around for this, boy, you missed a fun day. You really missed a fun day. These photos right here, Chantal was still at the villa, living with Pete's. She was heavily into the gummies. She was still seeing Natter. And Chantal's like, even though she lived with Pete's, and Pete's used to be her fiance, like they were in a relationship, and they haven't been intimately involved in quite a while. Often she would just walk around the villa without any underpants on. Like her bottom half would be just butt naked. I don't know why she would do that to Pete, but she did. So this particular day, and this happened a lot, by the way, Chantal, she would often just sit still knowing she was gonna do number 2, but she wouldn't try to go to the bathroom and do her business. She would actually just sit wherever she was and just let it happen. So on this day, that's exactly what she did. She sat on her brown couch and she messed her pants on purpose. She didn't even try to hold it in and run for the bathroom. The bathroom was just right in the kitchen area. It wasn't like she had to run upstairs. So she messed her pants. Now here's the really interesting thing. So she was giggling like a maniac, went to the bathroom, and she told Pete to talk to the camera. So he sat in her spot and he was waving his hand around because it stunk. She just thought it was the funniest thing in the world to poop her pants. But he put the camera behind him where she had gone to the bathroom in the kitchen. She came out of the bathroom and she had her dirty pants in her hand and she put them on the kitchen counter. But as you guys can see, she's got her underwear on. Now, I would think that if you messed your pants, you'd mess your underwear too. So why keep those on and take the pants off? But she did. So they've got a live stream going. She messes her pants. She goes to the bathroom. She takes her pants off, leaves her underwear on for some reason, and she plans on coming back over to where Pete's is and continuing the live stream just wearing her underwear and her shirt. She's not even trying to get herself properly covered. She's counting on the fact that the camera can't see below her waist. Just doing her stream half naked. Isn't that something? She is beauty. She is grace. All right. Next, we have Mo translates. Chantal was saying she will eat 2 Centrum gummies a day, and she ate 2 on live stream. Of course, she ignored this comment. She never looks up any ingredients. She doesn't care. So Connie K says Centrum gummies are not halal. They are made with gelatin. Oh, Chantal doesn't care. She really doesn't care. I mean, she's over there eating food that she really shouldn't be eating. What are a few gummies? All right, so tweets of cats. This is so precious. Look at this. Look at this baby. Aww. Be still my heart. That is the most precious thing. Look at the kitty. He's like, oh, I'm gonna be a cat scarf for you. Oh, that's a well-loved kitty. Beautiful cat. I love the markings on the fur. Like it's like a baby jaguar. All right. Next, we have this. Hidden Truths says Salah will never leave her. If he ever did, it would be a nightmare for him. Look what she did to Natter. She made false police reports on SA and DV. I wondered what she said when she talked to him after he told her he cheated. She's the one who is abusive. No argument there. She is abusive. But here's what's making me scratch my head. Salah has family. Salah has friends. She's not in Kuwait right now. If he wanted to get away from Chantal, if he really wanted to break the bond, all he has to do is pack up his stuff in that apartment, get the cat, get the hamster, and get gone. Block her number, tell the family, hey, I need to hide out for a while. And they would hide him. I'm sure they would. Knowing how insane she is, I'm sure somebody around him is should be able to help him. Even right now, he still has time to get out of there. Once she gets on that plane, it's going to take 13 hours to get from Canada to Kuwait. So take those 13 hours and just get gone. Disappear into the night. You want to get away, Salah? That's how you do it. Don't count on this woman letting you go. She doesn't let men go. She doesn't. Once she pays for you, she's bought you. You belong to her. That's just how it is in her world. But let's watch the clip.
I'll live. I mean, you know. There's certain things I miss daily about being with him, you know? How will you live if he dumps you? I'll live. I mean, you know. Why would he do that?
Well, because you are a disgusting, rotten ogre of a woman. That's why. You have no redeeming qualities. You have no moral compass. You are just absolutely repulsive in every way. That's why.
I don't foresee that happening.
You never do. That's the funny thing. That is the punchline to the joke. She never sees it happening. Although all of us that we react to her, those in the reaction channel audience, we can see it happening. We know when it's going to happen. We see her pattern of the way she treats people and how she uses people, and then she pushes people away and pushing people to their breaking point. And then she wonders, why did they leave? She honestly thinks that if she throws money at somebody, that she can do whatever she wants to them. She's just not getting it through her head that everybody has their limit. And once you push someone to that limit, they might just look at you and go, hey, I don't care how much money you got. It's not enough. I want my sanity. That's priceless. And you've been taking it from me and I want it back.
Whenever you love each other, it's harder to go. Zoe, I don't think I'll change my mind again, but who knows? No, I won't. Because it took like a few trips, like a couple of trips, you know, back and forth. What are you talking baby voices? I don't know. So yeah, that's why I realize I have to be with my husband. I'm a freaking married Muslim woman. Okay? That's what I am now. So, and I like that. I know people think it's a cosplay and it's not who I am and I don't like it, but that's not true. I do. I really do. It's just that moving on from your past is hard. So sometimes
the thing is, Chantal, you never really moved on from your past. You never did. You're a greedy individual. You want to be able to have your cake and eat it too. That applies to all things. You want everything. You don't want to deny yourself anything. You're not a person that you'll look at things and go, I'm going to choose what's best for me. According to you, everything is best for you. So you deny yourself no one and nothing, even though those things and those people may not be the best. You just want to make sure that your plate is full. And to make sure it's always full, you gather everything to you. You want Natter. You want Salah. You want Canada. You want Kuwait. You want gummies. You want everything. You don't want to deny yourself anything. And the things that you want and the things that you desire, more than half of them, actually, almost all of them are bad for you. You're not craving or wanting something that's actually good. You want all the bad stuff. You gather all the bad stuff. I don't just want one loser man in my life. I want two. I want to waste all my money on plane tickets and to just take flights for no random reason other than because I'm craving a Nashi in Canada. And I want to fly back to Kuwait after getting that Nashi because I want to stand next to a scat man that doesn't want me. Huh? It's like one continuous long gag of a joke, you know? The ridiculousness of it all, that it's like an ongoing comedy reel from her. It's a sad, tragic comedy, but it's comedy nevertheless. It's comedy with a tinge of disgust and sadness all mixed together. You're disgusted, you're revolted, and you look at it with a sense of sadness all at the same time. You're like, what a shame. What a waste of a life. What a waste of an opportunity, of fortune. Just everything wasted because the person who had those things didn't use them correctly. What a shame indeed.
I get like the urge to just come back here and like address things or go back to this kind of life for a while, but I just can't. I can't do it, you know? Like I came here excited to bees again like we used to bees, and
there you go. Yeah, let's talk about that beesing nonsense for a minute, Chantal. You were in Kuwait and you told us before you left, I'm going to start a whole new chapter in Kuwait. I've got Salah, I'm closer to Allah, you know, all of that. But you're a restless woman, you know? You're always chasing what I call the new car smell. And before you look at me and say, well, what are you talking about, you weirdo? Let me explain. You get wrapped around infatuations. You do. You get wrapped around infatuations. You fall in lust, not just with people, but with things, ideas, dreams. You fall in lust. You're always chasing the new car smell. Anybody that's ever gotten a new car, you sit in that car for the first time. You can smell the vinyl. You can smell the leather of the seats. The car just smells brand new inside. Like nobody's ever sat in it. Nobody's ever taken a drive in that car. And if you buy it and you take it off the lot, over the course of days, that smell just starts to dissipate until it's all gone. And then once it's all gone, then you're left with exactly what it is. It's just a car. And you'll never get that new car smell back with that car. If you want the new car smell, you have to get another freaking car that's brand new. So Chantal, you're always chasing the new car smell with situations, with people, with party favors. You want something new that can fascinate you, that you can be infatuated with. And then once the thrill dies off, you search for something else. You're chasing the tail of the dragon. Once upon a time, Natter had that new car smell. And then after a while, it faded off. And then Salah had that new car smell. And then that faded off too. And the same thing happened with Pete. And the same thing happened with BB. Like, if you go back to the history of your life, through all the men that you were with, all of the different phases happened over and over again. You'd meet those guys. You were fascinated. You were infatuated. You were all wrapped around, I have to have this dude. And then you would throw yourself into getting them. And then once you got them, you were so happy for a minute that you got this person. And then after a while of having them, you would get sick of them. You would get irritated at their presence and roll your eyes and sigh and make, nasty comments. And then you would break things off with them. and then go for somebody different. I mean, that is your pattern. You're not looking for a relationship, Chantal. You're looking for mountains to climb. You're looking for conquests. And the one mountain you were never able to fully climb, your Mount Everest, was Natter. You try as you might, you could not conquer that mountain. And that has forever haunted you. But it's never stopped you from wanting it anyway. Because the heart wants what it wants. You never stop wanting him. And to be honest, he's still infatuated with you. You guys have a weird love-hate relationship. It's very strange. He won't stop talking about you. You won't stop talking about him. Just go live together. Screw it. You know? That's what you both want to do. All right. Next one. Kristen says, I love it that Chantal's family doesn't trust her enough to leave her at home when they're out. They put her outside like she's a dog. Actually, you know what? You know what's funny? Chantal's mother has a dog named Buster. We've seen Buster. He's a cutie. Buster hates Chantal. Buster is a dog, and he gets to stay inside. But it's Chantal that gets put outside. So an actual dog gets to stay inside the house. But Chantal gets put outside like a dirty pair of shoes. Put outside on the porch. I love that. Okay. Cowboy Dog says this is what Chantal is doing by forcing Salah back. And this is how dumb she is as a brand and creator. This is how her channel will end. Good freaking riddance. You know, the feeling that everybody's getting, like, I don't know what happened between those two. I think he's still greedy for the money. He's still greedy for it, even though he's a fool. She's so close to a hospital visit, it's not even funny. He needs to put his foot down and tell her, you need to stay in Canada. You can't come back here, because if she goes back there and there's a medical event, if she becomes a 550-pound problem sick on the floor, what's he going to do? He just needs to disappear into the night. Like, the more sick she becomes, the more unhealthy she becomes, the more she's going to cling to him. But again, I don't feel sympathy for him. He's had several chances to get away from her. He won't do it. So it's like, you must want whatever it is she's dishing out, because you won't get away from it fully. Hidden Truth says, Foodie Beauty, why can't she leave Sam alone? She said she's coming back once a year and wants to try to get Sam back somehow. Exactly where will you house him when you have no place of your own unless Auntie has him? I don't know if her aunt does have Sam. You know, it's really weird. She talked about Sam. Oh, I'm going to get Sam back. But y'all notice something? Did y'all notice that? She said that, oh, like, I know where he is. I'm getting updates. And she said she missed Sam. Well, then why didn't she go to where Sam was and visit him if she had access to him? Why didn't she show us a piece of video or a picture of Sam, a new one? I don't think she has Sam anymore. I really don't. I think she's just using Sam's name to get everybody riled up. But let's watch the clip.
I might get him someday. He's either going to stay with the foster mom who really loves him, and also,
you know, we've had this conversation, and I hate to repeat myself, but I will say this to help those who are in the community that might be worried about Sam and her getting a hold of Sam. Let's just take a breath. and think about the logics of the situation. If Sam is with a true foster parent, it sounds like he was a foster fail. And a foster fail is when a foster parent takes in a pet and they fall in love with them and that becomes their permanent home. It sounds like Sam was a foster fail because the same person it's been a while. They've kept Sam for quite a long time. So he might have been a foster fail. I really do hope that's the case. It'd be nice to think about he's in a great home like BBJ is. He's being well taken care of. It'll be great to know he's where he needs to be. But if she had any access to Sam, why haven't we seen any proof? We've not seen any proof, have we? Because Sam obviously is somewhere that she can't get to. If Sam were with the aunt or a family member, surely if they're family, they would let her see Sam and visit Sam and take pictures and videos, right? Why hasn't that happened? Why not? And I happen to agree with Hidden Truths. If you're someone and you're bouncing around and you're traveling around and you don't have a home and your health is not the best, you have no business having pets. Like, seriously, Chantal, what are you going to do? Let's just say you did get Sam back. If you did get him back, that means you be one selfish beach. You know how bad your health is. You know how sick you are. You know that at any minute something can happen to you. So you're going to bring a pet into your care. At the same time, you can't care for yourself. And at any minute, you might have a heart attack or a stroke. I hate to sound that ugly, but that's the truth. Almost 600 pounds, you could have a heart attack or a stroke or something else happen any second. And if something happens to you, what's going to happen to whatever pet you have in your possession? Have you made arrangements for that pet in case something like that happens? No, then you don't need a pet. You don't have a proper home for the pet. You don't have a good track record for getting the vet care. You don't have anything set up just in case something does happen to you, to your pets are taken care of. There's a lot that goes into it. You're not ready. Stop talking about Sam.
Like she said she would never give him away, especially not without talking to me first. So, and
Now I know she's lying. So this person is the foster parent of Sam. And she's talking as if she's this woman's boss. She just said, this foster parent said, "Oh, I would never give Sam away without your permission." Excuse me? What? This person's been taking care of Sam for what, 2 years? But they're going to answer to you? Even though they took Sam to the vet and got him the lion's shave due to all the dander in the mats? You're lying, Chantal. You're lying. Nobody would go through all of that and take care of a pet for that long and give the pet back to the neglectful owner that caused the damage. Stop lying.
I'm going to try to get him somehow.
Why? 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 Just why? Why do you want any animal? Let's just go across the board. Why do you want any animal, Chantal? Is it an ego thing? Is it a loneliness thing? Is it I want to irk the community thing? It's just about ticking off girl world? If it's about ticking off girl world, that is not a good reason to have a pet. You're doing things out of spite. You're doing things out of spite that involve an innocent life, that have nothing to do with the irritation. They're just kind of caught in the middle. I can't even fathom being the kind of person that you'll use any means to try to get strangers on the internet angry at you. Like the links you will go to for that. Like that really matters to you, doesn't it? Like that matters more to you than your own sense of health. Like spiting people is more important than taking care of your health and losing weight and getting your breathing together and your heart problems together. You run on spite, absolute spite and jealousy and insecurity and hate, and you're putting the wrong things in your gas tank.
I don't know. I have to think about it. Maybe next time I come, I'm gonna try to plan to come here at least once a year.
She just, this is so pathetic. This is so pathetic. She's just throwing everything at the wall looking for something that'll stick. Moon Goddess Tarot says, I'm going to say this right now. I can't watch another season of Kuwait fake marriage. I'll get updates here on Twitter, but I'm out when she's back. I won't be watching through reaction channels either. It's too much like work now after watching this long. Moon Goddess, I get where you're coming from. I really do. And I'm just going to say it too. I react to Foodie, and I'll keep an eye on her to see if anything interesting happens. But if she goes back to Kuwait and all she's doing is just the boring mukbangs where she's basically doing self-harm content, just eating fast food and stuffing her face as quickly as she can and gaining another 100 pounds, I'm not down for that. I think I'm out too. I'm here if there's something interesting worth watching. But if she's going to do this self-harm content that for some reason YouTube is not shutting down, even though they could, like what are we talking about? Like how many mukbangs can we talk about? We've already talked about too many. I mean, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'm waiting on them. And I'm going to be looking around for other people to react to. I've already got a few picked out and covering more other people. I really like the difference in content. And I've got my ambiance channel. Certainly going to be working on the tarot channel. I mean, Foodie bores me anymore. I look at Foodie and this is what I'm thinking in my head. Shoo, go away, bye. Get out of here. Beat it. I just don't want to deal with her anymore. I don't want to deal with her. And a lot of people have said the same thing. They're like, if she goes back to Kuwait, we're not watching. I can't deal with 3 rounds of this. And I totally get where you're coming from. Fondue Pondu says she'll be sitting her big butt in Kuwait by Friday in front of same miserable furniture with hubcap of rice in her face. Go back, eat more. Yeah, we'll see. We've all been saying she's probably waiting until payday to get her plane ticket. And sure enough, she's talking about going back. But I'm a wait and see kind of person. See if she actually goes back or she's just talking about it to keep everybody wondering what she's doing. Aha. So here's something cool from Nature is Amazing. Raw velvety malachite. That is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love gems. I love rocks. I love stones, geodes. I can tell you right now, that piece had to be expensive. That is amazing. Science Girl, a street in Japan where a roadside channel is like an aquarium. What a wonderful place to take a nice, peaceful walk. You've got the sidewalk and the nature, and then you've got the beautiful koi fish. DX says, I absolutely will not be tuning into season 3 of Kuwait. Can't stand Salah, and seeing his face on camera is like being quartered alive. Yeah, everybody's saying the same thing. We are not dealing with Kuwait again. Like, if this happens again, we're out. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. Okay. Cowboy Dog says, Chantal, when you're in Kuwait, you need comfort food. And when you're in Canada, you need comfort food. Comfort from what? You're 40 years old, figure it out or shut the F up. Agreed. Agreed. Okay, Lytton sent this to me. This is the perfect picture of what it's like to be a cat owner. Look. So you got a cat saying, I'm so lonely. Why must I live in this life alone in solitude? Somebody tries to pet the cat. Don't freaking touch me. Will this loneliness ever end? That is so a cat's thinking. They act like, hold me, pet me. And then you hold them and pet them. And then they're like, let me just give you the love bites. Cats are weirdos. All right. Okay, now I'm just preserving this. We got receipts. This happened a while ago. A panel that was done. So for anybody who wants to know if Chantal was ever a victim of DV, out of her own mouth, she says she never was. Listen.
I really don't care. Then I'm not a real survivor. Think what you want.
All right. Well, I got.
Let's hear that again.
I really don't care. Then I'm not a real survivor. Think what you want.
You know what? Roll that beautiful bean footage one more time.
I really don't care. Then I'm not a real survivor. Think what you want.
There you go. So this person, Foodie Beauty, who got online for months, every night for hours, talking about all these horrible things that happened to her, she just said, look, I'm not a real victim. I'm not a real survivor. Well, no shit, Sherlock. I knew that. Anybody who's been through that stuff knew that. Because the math wasn't mathin'. You making up a story about being a victim and a survivor doesn't mean you actually are one. A real will always be able to see through a fake. And you're a fake. You were just bringing up whatever you could to make money with it. But one more time.
I really don't care. Then I'm not a real survivor. Think what you want.
You're not. You're absolutely not. You are not. Okay, so that's it for all the Twitter stuff. So let's get into her live stream, and we'll skip ahead if it gets too boring. I promise. All right, so let me just go ahead and share the screen and see what she has to say. I'm just making sure I am where I need to be. Let's go.
Hi, babe.
Oh, before we get started, anybody who's watching this react, if you have headphones or earbuds in, please be pre-warned. Chantal's outside and there's a lot of wind blowing right now that's blowing past her phone, and it gets a bit noisy. I'm just wanting to let you know.
Hey, handsomest man of the world. Nope, Salah was first. Nastoon second, though. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, Messy Jessie, Isla. I got nothing for you. Gemini Gem. Justine, watch out for the seagulls. Colleen, that's not playing. Brittany Rose, hello. Tangerine, hey, beautiful woman. Vera, I'm getting a manicure tomorrow, so don't worry. Taylor, yeah, hey, Alona. Peb Kit, Peb Beezers, Tangerine, Brenda, Glitter Queen, hello. puppet. Yeah, I'm still in Canada. This doesn't look like Kuwait, does it? No. There's the Kia. I'm trying a tiramisu flavored cold brew from Tim Hortons. And it's very good, but milky. Hi, Kiki. Ethan. Seagull pizza. No, don't ever feed animals. Like, no, I got a new blush. It's like peachy. SUP. I have the most depressing story, and I'm warning you, it's about animals. And I'm like not okay. Like I'm so depressed because of this.
Oh, please. So this is going to be like a made-up story. And before we get into what the story is, let's just remind ourselves of who's telling this story. This is the same woman who had 2 cats in the villa. And despite the fact that she made much more money than she does now, there were more than a few months where she was making $20,000, $30,000 a month. She was constantly running out of food for her cats. She would go to the pet store, and despite the fact that she had 2 full-grown cats, she would buy just a few cans of cat food, and that was supposed to last them a while. Did not get her cats the proper medical care they needed. Did not take them to the groomers. Did not brush them. Made her cats live in filth. The litter boxes never got properly changed. She let an elder female cat walk around with embedded nails in her foot pads, not once but twice. Rotten teeth, kidney issues, UTI so bad the poor baby was peeing blood. Her cat Sam, there was so little food in the house that he was literally going after the senior cat to get what little bit there was. They were eating food off the floor. She was feeding them mainly like the unhealthy treats versus actual healthy food. I mean, there were just so many things. So many things. So she was subjecting her own pets to these conditions. Yet her heart just caved in on itself when she heard about some geese that had died. Give me a break, Chantal. Is it sad that some wild animals died? Yes, it's very sad. But for someone who's been so emotionally wrecked and affected from this story, I don't see any tears in your eyes. You don't look shaken to me. You look perfectly fine to me. You're trying to act like you actually have empathy for something. You have empathy for nothing.
I found out that apparently the one goose that I showed you near near Harvey's, it was in a fast food drive-through. It died because apparently, like, it's right at the end of a drive-through window, right? So people probably think,
So I listen, I love animals, and it would make me sad to learn an animal had passed away. So let me get this straight, Foodie. You have a heart and you feel bad for a goose that was somewhere near a drive-through like window at a fast food restaurant. What about your pets though? At home. What about them?
thinking, oh, I'm gonna feed the bird. Well, they fed them French fries and it freaking choked and died. I don't know what happened to the eggs. I don't. The other geese around the city are okay, but like it's one of those things where it's like the person probably didn't know. Like I didn't really know. Like I thought birds just eat anything. Like I feel bad feeding them bread that one time, the pizza, but
You know, it's amazing how she was feeding the birds bread. Her aunt, is it her aunt? Her aunt got onto her for it. And then other people came to her and said, you know, bread is bad for the birds. Isn't it something that these previous events happened and all of a sudden she's coming up with a story about geese that died from eating French fries? Isn't it something how the things kind of lined up like First, this set of different things happened, and now she's telling this story. Kind of weird coincidence, huh?
So don't ever, if you see a goose, if you're in Canada, or a bird and you don't know what they eat, like I'm guilty of that too, don't do it. I know. Why would they nest there? Like find somewhere in nature private. Why would you do that?
Chantal, sometimes wild animals have a hard time finding safe areas to nest. You know, like maybe like in the case of geese, maybe part of their wild habitat has been taken away from them, or maybe to keep themselves and their young safe from predators, they might have figured out that they just take their chances around humans. You know, better to be around a human than, say, a coyote or a fox or a bear. Maybe that's why.
So I'm so depressed because of that. Sorry to be a bummer, but I don't know. You saw a bird eat another bird.
I mean, it's funny that she's bringing up geese. As you guys know, I live on a huge, huge piece of property. It's literally the size of a football field. It's just that big. It's just in the middle of nowhere. And it's almost like a nature preserve out here. There's ponds and there's ducks and there are geese. We get a bunch of you guys can sometimes hear them when I do my reacts. Like you hear them in the morning, you hear them in the evening. There's a bunch of geese that there's a pond real close to my house. They like to hang out there. They feel very comfortable on the property because there's not many people. There's not many predators. They feel very comfortable here. It's like the geese hangout. So sometimes animals, they just go where they feel comfortable and safe.
Yeah, chickens will eat anything. I don't know.
I mean, there's a mama goose and then there's daddy goose, and they've got a whole bunch of goslings over at the pond. They're so cute. I don't go near them because I don't want the parents to get angry and start hissing at me. I just look at them from afar. I keep my distance from them.
Happened to the goose. It is so sad. I want to go put a sign on the other areas and be like, don't feed them. Yeah, I just can't tell you guys exactly when I'm going, but I am still planning on going home.
You are home. Canada is your home. Kuwait is not your home. Kuwait is your escape room from some of your problems, but you can't escape all of them going back there. The more you go back to Kuwait, the more you compound other problems, Chantal. Truly. You're just making more problems for yourself. You're not solving anything.
And but I'm still here for a bit, because a little while, because like I said, I have some things I want to do, but I did have some appointments, and they were I got a lot done actually this trip. I really did.
Notice she's not saying what she got accomplished. Normally, if somebody has done a lot, you walk up to them, "Hey man, how you doing?" "I'm doing good." "What have you been up to?" "Oh man, you wouldn't even know, man. There's so much on my plate. I did this and this and this and this." Like, if you have a very busy person in front of you that's done a lot, they'll sit there and go down the laundry list of all the things they accomplished that day, that week, that year. They could name every single one of them. But Chantal just likes to say, "I've been busy and I've got so much done," but she doesn't name what she was doing or for what purpose, which points in the direction of she really wasn't doing much, but she likes to say that she's busy when she's not busy.
So I just want to show you guys some things that I got.
And the things she's about to show you, there's absolutely no reason to show them to the audience. The things she's about to show us, they're not react worthy. There's no wow factor to them. So when you watch what you're about to watch here in a minute, just keep in mind what I said. She's showing off these things that she bought, not because she wants to show them to the audience. There's only one person that she wants to take notice of what she's bought, and that's Natter. She's showing Natter, look, all these things that I got. If you want to spend time with me, it'll make it more pleasant. Look, I've got the feminine wipes. Look, I've got the baby powder so I can smell good, so I won't get chub rub. Because, yeah, that's a thing when you're kind of a bigger size. You get chub rub. Like this, I've got the lingerie. All of this stuff is for Natter, not Salah. Salah's not even there. He's not even there. So why buy the lingerie if he's not even there? Makes no sense.
The places I love to shop when I'm in Canada, I love Shoppers Drug Mart. It's one of my favorite stores in Canada. And of course, a Pennington Beast. But I didn't bring you guys with me because it was kind of impromptu and I wasn't by myself. I was with family. So, I was with my sister.
Yeah, the funny part is she went to Pennington's, and that's a pretty big bag. But yet the only thing she shows us from the Pennington bag is a piece of lingerie. Weird. What else is in the bag?
People were speculating you're waiting until payday. Well, I guess that would make sense, but no, you can't book.
Okay, that was telling. So Brenda said people were speculating that you were waiting until payday to book the flight. Yeah, because that does make sense, doesn't it? You know, she's broke. She doesn't have much money. The next time that she's going to get money is payday. Today is payday. Obviously, she got paid. She went shopping. And Chantal, for her part, she read that question and she did not say, well, that's not true. She said, well, that would make sense. That's pretty much an admittance that we were right.
Book that. You can't book very last minute because, like, I pretty much booked, well, we booked whenever I found out, like, when I was going to come, like, that I was coming home when I changed my mind. I can't really say Kiki the time. Is the audio bad, guys?
Yeah, the audio's real bad.
I could get my microphones. Oh, it's the wind? Oh, thanks, Meep. Okay. Sorry. I could get my microphones. Should I do it?
Chantal, if you're doing a live stream and people in your live are saying the audio is really bad, yes, you should get your microphone. This isn't even a question.
Okay, hold on. Should I get the microphones?
Yeah.
Like, yeah? Hold on. How do I... Jay.
Sorry, guys. That was driving me nuts too. Like that wind in the microphone is just too much.
There we go. Hi,
Oh God, that's actually worse.
Carolina. Thanks, Penny. My mom bought me this last time I was here for Christmas. Okay, so I have some Penningtons and I have some Shoppers. Now, Shoppers, I have some feminine hygiene products. I know you guys are going to laugh at me, but I have some really good...
You know, even if, let's just say you go to Pennington's and you get some feminine hygiene products, and that's part of your haul, you can always elect to not talk about that and not reveal that. You just because it's in the bag doesn't mean you got to pull it out and show it off to people. You can choose to keep that part of your haul private. You know, she's always yelling and screaming about privacy. Why can't she keep that private? Why does she have to let us know about those things? It's because she's not letting us know. She's letting Natter know that, yeah, her kitty cat may smell like Barracuda and ricotta, but she's got the feminine wipe, so it won't be quite as bad if he lets her come over.
hygiene tips.
Ma'am, stop. You're no one to give out hygiene tips. You're really not. You don't like showers. You don't take showers. You are a dirty person. Therefore, you cannot give out hygiene tips.
You know, people think I smell and everything.
You do. And I'm not being mean saying that, okay? I'm not. But, hey, it's summertime, all right? Things get hot. You're of a bigger size, Chantal. And if you are of a bigger size, you have to be much more on top of your hygiene. Not just for the sake of body scent, but just your overall health. Because if you don't stay on top of your hygiene, that can lead to so many problems in so many different areas. You are of a bigger size, you're going to sweat. Like it's summertime and you are fully clothed in black. I'm sure just because of that, you're sweating. When you sweat and you're not taking a shower, you're going to smell bad. And it's going to be a lot for the other person. You may be nose blind to your own scent, but other people aren't. At your size, you should be bathing at least 2 or 3 times a day.
Just because I'm fat. Well, it's true if you're fat.
Ma'am, there are different levels to body mass. There's fat. I mean, there's chubby and plump, and then there's fat. There's obese, super obese, and super morbidly obese. You're at the highest level. Okay. Fat is a little bit big, but you're still much more mobile. Super morbidly obese, you can barely move. That's where you are.
Sometimes you have to take better care of your hygiene, but if you do, it's fine. Okay. And like, yeah, even me, I've learned like some really good tips. Okay. So, first of all, having a bidet is, I know the key is beat up. Look at the front's gone. I hit some kind of giant beaver or something. Remember? Oh, I'm so traumatized. Okay. So whenever you...
Now, she just got through telling us a story where she heard that a goose died from eating French fries from a drive-through at a fast food restaurant, and it was so horrible, guys. I feel so bad, and yet now she's talking about hitting a beaver with her car, and she's laughing. I mean, so hitting a beaver with your car is absolutely hilarious, but a goose dying for being fed French fries at a fast food restaurant, like that's where you feel the most sadness. Okay.
Oh, it's mouth sounds now? Well, you got to take one or the other. Okay? Okay, Alana, sure. Get some stovetop. All right. So here's what you do if you're, bigger girl, kind of hygiene. Actually, I got some, these were on sale, some women's gummies. I'm going to eat one now. I need the added calcium vitamin D because of menopause. Oh, okay. So how many do I take a day?
Okay, you know what? I don't know exactly when she's leaving to go back to Kuwait, if she is leaving. But when I saw this great big jar of gummies, my first thought was, like, I don't know exactly when she's going to be going back, but if you get it on an airplane, to go through security, you can't have much in the way of hygiene products, especially big containers. They'll take them from you. So she got this really huge container of vitamin gummies. Unless she's going to eat every single one of them, how in the world is she going to get that through security? Wouldn't they take that from her? I think they would. Chantal, it's a gummy. How is it that you're smacking your lips and making so much noise over a gummy?
What's the dose?
My God.
Oh, it's one of those, like, hold on. 2 gummies a day. right. What drama? I'm a breath of relief. Thank you. Don't binge on vitamin gummy. Shut up. You really think I would too? I've been tempted. Not the Centrum.
So Brenda says, don't have a B moment on vitamin gummies. It can be very dangerous. They're not lying, Chantal. They're not lying. You take too many vitamins, that will put you in the hospital.
Kind of gross. All right. There was a good deal also at Shoppers right now. Feminine wipes with aloe and vitamin D, hypoallergenic, pH balanced, dermatologist tested. Life Brand is the
Okay, like, listen, this is going to sound rude, but I'm just wondering out loud. Y'all follow me. So Chantal, she has trouble cleaning her backside. Hence the reason why she needs a bidet. Okay, I get that. Even though she said that it gets kind of gross back there and you know, like she'll go to use the hose and it doesn't get everything. Sorry. So what I wanted to say is it, you know, she got to use the bidet for the backside. How does she wipe the front? Like, is she able to reach down to do so? I don't think she can. I would think she's going to have a lot of trouble doing that.
Shoppers brand. You get a double pack for $5 something. Oh, hey everybody. So you might want to get some of those. Well, and feminine wipes, please. My OB says they're not good. Well, whatever. So there's a lot of things not good. All right, then you need some Johnson's powder
For the chub rub. I know exactly what that's for. The chub rub.
Aloe and vitamin E with cornstarch. The one with cornstarch. Yes. Okay. All right. So that's that. Now for Pennington's, I can't show you everything like fully.
Why not?
But I got some underwear. They're like 3 for $24. And I got some cheeky ones.
Again, this whole stream, it felt like she was doing this for Natter's benefit. Like, I'm speaking to you, Natter. I'm signaling you, Natter. I got the powder. I got the wipes. I've got the new underwear. I've got new underwear. I've got new lingerie. This felt like she was speaking directly to him, like she used to.
I don't even know if I'm supposed to talk about this. And I got a really nice nightgown. And it's like a lingerie / nightgown. But this is the color it is. It's really cute. It's like a baby doll. And then I got a new brassiere. I can't show you the whole thing, but this is what it looks like. It's like a nice pink. And it has like little buttons on the front, like here. So yeah, that's what I did just now. I was able, I'm like, I have to organize everything, but I have a lot of things I got for my birthday I want to bring back, you know? Like somebody got me some pickle spoons and forks, like little things for chutney, like little spoons for chutneys and everything. Oh, I love stuff like that. I love chutneys. Yes, BBJ. Are they cherries? I don't know, or little flowers or something. It's so cute. I had to have it. I have to have a lot of new clean underwear, and I have to have a lot of like comfortable sleepwear. I didn't do a Pennington's on my receipt. I'll go get it after.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, like, what is the hurry to get all of this stuff? Like, what is going on here? We've got baby powder. We've got wipes. We've got lingerie, baby doll, underwear. I'm sensing a theme of sorts. I'm not exactly sure where the theme is going, but I'm sensing a theme. Are you guys sensing a theme? You've got cheeky underwear, you've got regular underwear, you've got a baby doll lingerie of sorts, baby powder, feminine wipes. Are you preparing for something, Chantal? Are you really preparing for something? I'm just asking. If I didn't know any better, I swear you were filming a porn scene or something. You got the outfit, you've got the wipes, you've got the powder. I mean, what else do you need? You doing a porn movie, Chantal?
Believe me? No, I will. No. I got a whole bunch of new Pennington's clothes and new clothes from Maurice's and Pennington's. So I'll have to show you guys like a haul when I get home, maybe. How much you allowed to take on plane? Hit and run bees. I'll show you the nightgown. Why not? I'm allowed to bring 2 check-in luggages of 23 up to 23 kg each, and a carry-on and a personal bag. So I usually bring my backpack because it's so much easier to carry. So this is the nightgown. Isn't it cute? Yeah.
That's a choice. You know, it's not ugly. It's just I guess it's one of those items that you have to see it on the person to see how it fits.
I love it. It's white, but I love it. Do not wear it when you're eating anything, especially like, I don't know, kusamashi.
What?
Nightgown bees. Yeah, thanks, guys.
Ow.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at played a stool. What are you talking about? Super cute. Yeah, thanks, Stacy. Yeah, I like to have, I don't know, things like that. So, and then
Sorry, guys. I'm like, booger. Ow. She's getting spicy. What are you doing, booger? Ow. Why are you picking on me? I'm not just a human. I'm a chew toy for my cat.
and so that's all of the news I have, pretty much. Hi, Ageless Beauty.
Looks like Booger wants to play. Y'all give me a second. I know what to do with her. Y'all want to know what I do with my cat? I'll show you. So, when Booger was a baby, we used to play fetch. It was one of her favorite games. She loved to play fetch. First day that I got her, I got little balled up pieces of paper and then throw them, and then she would bring them back to me like a dog would. I didn't really teach her that. She taught herself that. And she loves it. She loves playing fetch. Her favorite game. And we play this with balled up pieces of paper, with little hair ties. She likes to play with the hair ties and rubber bands. And she even does this thing where she'll take a rubber band and she'll stretch it out using her back feet and her front feet and basically flick it across the room. She likes to play around with things like that. Where is she? Hello. Come here. There you go. Okay, now we can rock.
Yeah, Kiki. I'm like, what? Oh, I don't know, gal Charlotte. I don't think they do. Absolutely, maybe. I don't know. I've never seen. Yeah, I don't know. No. I think I've seen a list of Vian Rose. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if they do keep it private. Hi, Rosella. Are you dreading the long flight? Yeah. Hello, chef. Yeah, you know what? Not as much because I don't know. I'm almost used to it. So now I'm like experienced in it. So I know what I need to do to be more comfortable. The flight is like 13 hours and a half total. Crochet something. Hi, Heather. Monica, I can't say exactly when, but it's going to be like in the near future. Yeah.
And this is another reason why I can't give her any sympathy. She could just say, you know what, Salah, this whole arc is stupid. It's cost me so much money. It's messing up my health. The reactors are bored. My audience is bored. It's not working for either one of us. I'm going to stay in Canada. I'm going to get my life together. It was nice working with you. Goodbye. Why go back to Kuwait? Nothing good can come from that, ever.
You're so excited for a new season. Thank you.
Oh, geez. Lies.
SUP, not, well, soon enough. First class B's, yeah, right. $8,000. What are you going to eat for dinner? Honestly, I'm not too sure. I had a really huge lunch. And after lunch I was complaining how full I was, and I didn't eat that much. Like everyone kind of, like I had like some salad, a bit of rice. I find potatoes are so filling.
Chantal, we know what you mean when you say I had a bit of rice. We've seen your hubcaps full of rice. To you, that is a bit of rice.
Potatoes and chicken brochette. So
Wait, stop. So you had a bit of rice and potatoes, so carbs on top of carbs?
Oh.
You know what? At this point, I'm not even shocked anymore. I'm really not. I mean, this is foodie we're talking about. What would be shocking for the rest of us is just a normal day for her. To sit there and eat like a pizza and potatoes and rice and pasta and everything else all in one day. It's just a normal day for her.
And then this didn't have breakfast. And then I think I'm gonna like have, I don't know. I actually have a lot to do before I go back. I have a lot to make sure I take care of. But it will be, and then I'll be, no, I'm not taking Ozempic. Oh, I didn't think I did, chef. Use those airport cards. Yeah. Why am I going back? Well, a lot of reasons. Choking hazard, I know. Don't even say that. I'm so sad. Oh my God. I can't even think about it.
I think one of the main reasons that Foodie's going back, other than the fact that she's still running from the tax man, is she doesn't have the money to saved up for her to get a place in Kuwait. I mean, I'm sorry, in Canada. My cats have distracted me a little bit from me talking. And that's my fault because I gave her the little paper ball to play with. But I don't think she has the $5 or $6 grand to spend to get a place of her own. She doesn't have that money anymore like she used to.
About it. Cold. Anyway, so yeah, like I have little tips and tricks here. Like, yeah, I'm going to be continuing therapy. Well, it's like a form. It's like, yeah, it's not like, no, it is therapy. Yeah, it is. Passion Tim. What will you do if war comes to Kuwait? Probably run to the embassy. No, I'm just kidding. Hi, Rose. I would never leave like my family. I don't know what I would do. I'll worry about it if it happens.
Well, that's the worst time in the world to worry about it, is when it happens. And if you're stuck somewhere, you can't get home no matter what you do. You know, Chantal, you like to fly on the seat of your pants. Oh, I'll just deal with it when it happens. Well, this is something serious we're talking about. You know, war can be quite serious and quite dangerous. And you're over there saying, well, I'll just go to the embassy. Well, what if the embassy can't help you? What if things are just that bad? And you absolutely cannot get back home? What are you going to do? What will you do? Like, everybody's telling you shouldn't go over there. It's not safe. You don't want to listen. All you care about is being next to Salah. Is he really that important? I don't see how.
Being consistent. Thank you. Yeah, I did like virtual appointments for the doctors, and it was very good service, just like a clinic. Yeah, and I asked about my like sciatica pain, which is like gone. So I asked them, and they're like, "Hi, Anna," and
Of course it's gone because it was never there to begin with, liar.
everyone I missed hi. He's like, "Well, is it the pain the same, worse, or did it get better?" And I said, "It's gotten bad. Like it's gone pretty bad. Like I couldn't even get up out of bed when I did have it." I did watch Baby Reindeer. Oh, shut up! Oh, you mean yeah? I'm sure you think Martha. And then he was like, "It's probably just like healing itself. It's probably not too serious because you know."
You know, a lot of people in her chat, they keep coming at Chantal and saying, why won't you take Ozempic? I've already answered this question. Y'all keep going to Chantal and ask her the question, and she won't give you a straight answer. Even though some of you don't deserve a straight answer, I'll help you anyway, because I'm a helpful person. There are two parts to this answer. Let's start with the first part. When she was on the Ozempic the first time, the first go round, her insurance helped pay for the Ozempic. Ozempic is expensive. A 1 month supply of Ozempic, let's put it this way, I could pay my rent twice with what it costs to buy the Ozempic. Like if you had to pay out of pocket for Ozempic, it's over $1,000 for 1 month. So Chantal had help getting the Ozempic through her insurance. The second reason why she's not taking it, it was because it interfered in her ability to stuff her face full of food. She did not like the fact that if she tried to stuff herself full of food, she would feel nauseous. And she did not want anything interfering in her ability to be a glutton. So she stopped doing the Ozempic. That's why she won't go back to it. Because she wants to do what she wants to do. And she doesn't want anything or anyone telling her any different. So even if somebody gave her Ozempic for free, said, here you go, here's a year's supply of Ozempic, wouldn't matter. She still wouldn't take it. And it still wouldn't be effective with her. Because she's not going to do the diet and the exercise to go along with Ozempic to lose the weight. The Ozempic would be wasted on someone like Chantal.
But if you want to order imaging, and I was like, I don't know. He didn't think it was really worth it from the sounds of it. So, like, I don't have any pain at all. So I think it just healed. Anyway, whatever. Hi, Cynthia. Martha reminded me of you. Please. It's cold. Yeah, he basically also just told me to lose weight. He's like, how much do you weigh? And I was like, a lot.
You know, Chantal, everybody tells you that. All the doctors, all the specialists, everybody you talk to, they all say the same thing. You need to lose some weight. It would help so much in so many different ways. You just need to lose some weight. You need to get some of those pounds off. It would help you with your breathing. It would help with your mobility. It would help with the organs you have inside of you because they're being crushed by all of that fat. They're being affected by it. You just don't want to listen to anybody.
And then he's like, well, losing weight will help a lot. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Of course. I look glowy today. I'm going to call Salah reindeer. No. Shut up. I thought it was good, but I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. But it was a good show, I guess. It's very disturbing. I feel like the whole core of the show, the whole core of it, yeah, is like, it's not really the stalking story is like secondary, Hey, Ghostface. Well, my face looks red and puffy because 1, I have rosacea, 2, it's cold, and 3, I am using this new peachy like blush.
I'm actually wondering if she went out to get the makeup and she put the blush on her cheeks to maybe hide something else going on with her face.
Yeah. Thank you, Alexa. Alexa stains. So there's people. I want to get old with Salah like that and like them and walk around and do things. Thanks, Drive for Change. It is cozy, but horror games, please. Yes, babe. I should do coffee morning. Oh, you're gonna go on a hike, Renee? That's nice. They made an appearance a while ago, Passion Tim, actually, when I first came here. And then I think they disappeared again when I said I'm going back to Kuwait. Can't please everybody.
Yeah, I think that's interesting that Sofa King and Plain Cheeseburger have made an appearance in her chat. The only one missing is Ashley Lamborghini. And I wonder if Ashley is hiding in Chantal's chat just under a different name. Because it's not a big deal. Some people just, get different stock accounts if they want to moonlight under a different name and not get bothered under a certain name. So maybe they were kind of floating around Chantal. They were hopeful that she would get away from Salah. And once she found out that Salah's still in the picture, they're like, nope, no, thank you.
Hey, Tooth Through. Hi, Salah. Hey, Melanie. I didn't see you. I hate being 40 because I'm not healthy. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't be too bad. Hi, Vanessa. So we need to health bees. I need to get healthy.
Chantal, we've heard this before. Stop talking. Just surprise us. Just do whatever it is you're going to do. But don't talk about it first. Don't say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Just do it. Shock us, surprise us. Just show up one day and be doing a video and go, hey guys, I'm at the gym. Hey guys, I'm doing some swimming lessons. You know what I mean? Just don't plan it, just do it. Really shock people, just surprise them in a really good way.
And if I do get very healthy in a couple of months, I want to reward myself. We're going to go on a trip. Inshallah.
You know, you call people haters, Chantal, for not automatically, immediately believing in you. But you got to understand our position. Those of us have been watching you for years, seeing you lie over and over and over again and make those promises over and over and over again. You're over there talking about getting healthy. At the same time, what was it, just like a day or two ago? You showed us a vlog where you were sitting in your car eating a whole bag of cheese curds coated in barbecue seasoning. Who the F does that? How is that going to help you get healthy? It's really not. So your actions and your words that point in the direction of not caring about your health, we got to pay attention to that. We do.
Hi, Orange. Yeah, I'm 40. Will you take care of Salah in your old age? No more sugar. I know, I forgot that this has sugar. I swear, I just don't think about it. It's like you have to put actual...
Yeah, she really forgot about that drink not having sugar. That is simply a tiramisu latte. Of course it's going to have sugar.
conscious effort into being like, no, I'm not going to have this. But look at my ring is loose and stuff. It comes up a little bit over this little chubby hump. See, look. I swear. I look younger. Yeah, my mom, it runs in the family. My mom, like, she's going to be 60, I think. 59 or 60. I don't know how old she is. Chubby hump, yeah. People are saying my nails are clubbing now. They're hanging out at the club. That was lame. Aw, thanks, babe. Yeah, oh no, I fully recovered, yeah. Yes, I'm going to become healthy, Kina. I kind of lose myself. I ate again. I wasn't eating for months. After your travel, where did you go? Tomorrow start again. Hi, Vanessa. That's crazy, yeah. Thank you, Cynthia.
That's crazy. Somebody in her chat is saying, y'all should go to Japan, but why? Why would Salah and Chantal go to Japan? How could they even afford it? Japan is not cheap. Can you imagine Chantal in Japan? Oh my God. Listen, I have respect for Japan and the Japanese people. I would not wish her vulgarity upon them. She is foul. They did nothing to deserve her, like she's offensive. I would not wish her upon them. Not in a million years.
Get hit on by youngsters, yeah. Japan? Oh, I do want to go there one day.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And I want to be fit because I do want to do I want to do Everest base camp. It's just,
you know what? If she ever did go to Japan, I would be jealous because I want to go. And I would be especially jealous if she went to Japan and if she saw Yoshi, ex-Japan, and Hyde. I would love to go to a Hyde concert or to see ex-Japan. Would love to go. Oh, it looks every show I've seen of those bands, it looks like so much fun. But of course, she'll never go, so I ain't got to worry about getting jealous over Chantal.
You don't have to climb a mountain. You just have to be fit enough to walk like 8 hours a day. I can walk for a couple of hours and take like small breaks.
She thinks it's all about, like if you go to Mount Everest, it's all about the walking. No, you big idiot. What about the altitude and the air thinning out? But no, you've not done your research. If you did, you know that. Listen, you wouldn't make it anyway. So don't worry about it.
breaks in between. So I need to be at a level where I can just walk and walk. I want to walk with a yak. I want a yak beside me when I'm walking. And Salah, we enjoy the scenery. I don't know. Salah loves Nepal. So yeah. Yes, Stephanie. Come to the UK. Honestly,
Y'all notice what she just said, though? It struck me that she said, I want to walk with a yak because that's what Salah wants to do. Like, pay very close attention to that. She wants to get healthy because she knows that Salah is active and she wants to do things with him versus, I want to get healthy for me. I want to do this for me, which is really the point of view she should be taking. If you're going to get healthy, you should do it for you and nobody else. Maybe you might be able to use other people around you as inspiration and to help keep you motivated. But at the end of the day, if you get healthy, the most impact it has, it's upon you, no one else.
I think it's when your nails get like round bulbs, like in like big. It means you have something like, I don't know, maybe scurvy.
No, Chantal, it's not scurvy. You know all about. People have mentioned your fingernails clubbing before, and I'm sure you've looked it up. I'm sure you have. You're just playing dumb right now.
Yak walk bees, 30K steps a day when you visited Japan. I do like 3, if that. Ew. Well, you got to start.
You know, Chantal, you talk about wanting to go to Japan. You wouldn't make it. There's no deserted areas in Japan, first of all. Secondly, you got to be nice to people. Very nice. Polite. Clean. Can't be walking around Japan, smell like an entire trash can. That's right. It's expensive. That applies as well. Like you're the total opposite of a person that should visit Japan. You are the nightmare tourist they don't want there.
Start somewhere. So I think I'll just start with the 30 minutes again. Walk 15 minutes.
Oh, and another thing, Chantal, in Japan, the subway system, people use it a lot. I just can't see you using the subway. You wouldn't be using the subway at all.
One way, the alarm goes off, and you don't take a single step more because the goal is 30. I'm not going to be a hero. And then walk back. I gotta blow my nose. So why? I've had so many boogers, not to be gross, but TMI, since being in Canada. I don't know what it is.
Stop hanging out with Natter. That won't happen.
3 steps. Yeah, right. I took more than 3 to get to this picnic table. Look. Oh, I thought it was going to move.
You know, she's over there talking about, I want to build up my stamina. I want to go to Mount Everest. She's in the park right now. Why can't she pick up her camera, her phone, and go walk with us? Why not? Why she's sitting still. There's nobody else there that I can see. Why not take a walk right then and there?
Ants in my pants. For real. This is such a nice nightgown. I can't wait to wear.
Oh, shut up.
Because the level of like, it's like ingrained in like, that's like, it's like tradition, you know? I don't know. Hi, Mike. You wear edible. Yeah, true. Y2 YouTube lover. It's true. So if I wanted to do that, because I'd be at higher like altitude, I would have to bring my inhalers. I would have to lose a lot of weight, practice walking, eat healthy and stop smoking anything, like maybe a good year before we do it, because yeah, I'll need total lung health, and drink like a bunch of pineapple juice to heal the lungs. I don't know. Isn't bromine or whatever really good for your lungs? There's no hills in Kuwait. No, it's flat.
Moving along.
Hi, Gina. Drink pickle juice. No, I didn't celebrate 420. Food prices are insane. No, I don't like quinoa. I like it sometimes in like mixed with a million other things, but I get cheese. Drive for cheese. Have you guys the brand ice? It's like sparkling water. Hey, Chan.
You know, guys, it's getting kind of late and I'm getting kind of tired. My eyes are starting to droop. I'm just trying to find whatever juicy nuggets are in here. If there's any, we'll just cut it off here.
Or it's going to be a lot of night vlogs for the summer, unfortunately. But hopefully we can get out of there and travel. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. It won't be for like as long as we did before. My cheeks look thinner. I don't think so. Thank you. My cheeks are purple. Yeah. It's because it's cold and the wind's like in my face, and I have rosacea and blush on. I thought the blush would make like it look less rosacea-y, but I think it enhances it. Vanessa with the emojis. So yeah, guys. After this, I'm going to finish working on my vlog. Oh, it's kind of creepy out here. I hear things like rustling around me, and I'm like, there's a huge tree. Wow. I wonder how old it is.
Excuse me.
Oh, love Thailand. Inshallah. The red car drove by twice.
Okay, she's giving me a nothing burger right now, and I'm falling asleep anyway. We're going to end it here so I don't fall asleep on camera. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other.